everyone. In this session, we are going to talk about stored procedure. But before that, we will talk about some important elements like if statement, while loop. So, as a first example, we are going to check a basic, if condition, where we are going to check if a student is pass or fail. So in this statement, basically first we will declare the student marks. Okay, the student marks we have set as int, which is equal to 91, and then we are going to write if statement if at the rate students check marks is greater than or equal to 80, then we will type print as passed and we'll say congratulations. And if we are going to, if the mark is lesser than 80, we are going to say fail. So for that we are going to use else statement, and then we are going to print failed, try again. So this is our if example that we are going to execute here. So when you will select and execute, since the mark is 91, it should print as passed. Congratulations, which is correct. That means if the mark is let's say 70, the student should get failed, and it should print as try again. Let's see. So you can see our example is actually working on this if condition. So this is very straightforward. If you have worked on any other programming language, or let's say Microsoft Excel having the similar kind of syntax, so you can use if statement. I hope you got it. Now we will talk about while loop, how while loop works in SQL Server. So let's say we are trying to print table of 2 using while loop. How it will work? So first thing, we will follow the syntax, like we will declare start. Okay, start means starting position as int, then we are going to set as 0, start will be 0, and then we are going to run this while loop until start is lesser than 20. So when we are saying lesser than 20, that means the value of start will increase. So let's increase the value of start. So as part of while syntax, we will start with begin, and then we'll set the value of start, and value of start will be start equal to start plus 2. So let's say you have started your start with 0, then in this statement, in the very first loop, the value of start will become 2. That means 0 plus 2 will become 2, start will become 2. Then we are going to print 2, and since the value of start is lesser than 20, it will go again in the loop, and it will, since the value of start is currently 2, it will go and check. Now the value of start will become 4. That means 2 plus 2 become 4, and it will keep on repeating the same occurrence until the value of start is lesser than 20. As soon as your start value gets more than 20, the loop will end here. So that's how while loop works in SQL Server. Let me execute and show you how this works in SQL. So you can see this has printed your statement. So you can change your condition. If you want to place any if condition, you can place in if condition. If you want to add one more while loop, you can add one more while loop. You can use this while loop in stored procedure. You can use if condition in stored procedure. So I have given one basic example on while loop. Now we will see what is stored procedure. Okay, and before that I will suggest you can try to exercise, you can try to practice on this while loop and if condition. First one, try to print even numbers. Second one, try to print odd numbers. You will have to use while loop with if condition. You can do this exercise. Okay, now I am moving on stored procedure. I will show you how this stored procedure works. A stored procedure is basically pre-compiled queries. That means it is stored somewhere. After doing compilation, everything got stored in a stored procedure. You can pass the parameters in a stored procedure, and you can make your queries dynamic. That's why we use stored procedure. Okay, this is on your screen. You can see very simple example of stored procedure. You can call it as syntax as well. So it is create procedure name as your query. I have used select star from person.address. You can choose any other query. Let's say you have update, delete, alter, or any other statement you can use as part of your stored procedure. All right, so let's see one example on stored procedure. So first example is write a query to fetch all employees reporting to any specific manager. So first thing I will show you what is our table. Select start from employee. Here you can see as you have multiple employees, employee number, name, job, manager, hire date, salary, commission, department number, process, all those details are there. Now we will see how it is working. So we have create procedure. This is our procedure, manager underscore employee. So this is our procedure name. Now we are going to use as statement. Then we will write our select statement, just like select start from employee where manager is 7902. So this is very a very specific query. It will create the stored procedure. I think this stored procedure is already created. When you will execute, you will see that it will give you error because this name is already created. So what you have to do, you can use drop manager underscore employee. No, not like this. Drop procedure manager underscore employee. This will drop your procedure. Now you can create your fresh stored procedure. See, you have created one stored procedure. When you will execute this stored procedure, it will execute this query. It will execute this query. This is very simple. All the employees are reporting to 7902. Okay, now we have parameterized stored procedure. We are going to pass a parameter. Let's say every time if you have to change the stored procedure, if you have to change the manager ID in the stored procedure, then how it will work? Because this will only work for 7902, but I want to make it dynamic so that I can pass the parameter. No, I don't want only 7902. I want output for 755 manager ID. So in that case, what you will do? In that case, you can pass the parameter to your stored procedure. How it will work, I will show you. So first thing, since your procedure has already created, you will have to alter the procedure. If you want to edit your procedure, you can use alter statement. You will write alter procedure, then you will write as statement, then you will write, one second. Okay, here I am going to write @manager underscore ID, and I will pass this, and I will have to define the type. I am going to pass manager ID as int, and then we are going to call this stored procedure. Instead of the direct fixed value, I am going to pass the manager ID like this. I will alter this stored procedure. Let's see how it will work. I will write exec @mgr ID. Before that, we will write mgr employee, which is our stored procedure name, manager ID equal to 7698. Let's see how it will work. So you can see now I can see the data for 7698. If you want to change it to 7902, you can change it. Now you don't have to write your select statement every time. You can simply call this stored procedure. If you have a longer select statement, or you want to call it update statement, alter statement, you can place your queries in the alter procedure, in the procedure, and you can use it. This is very straightforward. Okay, now I will show you one more example which is related to if we don't provide parameter, procedure should return all employees. Okay, so that means if we have a requirement that let's say I have given this procedure to somebody else who is not aware about what is written in the stored procedure. And let me tell you one very interesting story. I mean, where you can see this procedure in the object explorer. So you can go on databases, you can go on the database where you have created. So I have created this stored procedure in the practice test, and then we have programmability. In the programmability, you will be able to see stored procedures. In the stored procedure, you will find where your values are, where your stored procedures got created. So our stored procedure is manager underscore employee. So when you will click, when you will do right modify, you will see the same stored procedure what you have created. If you want to modify, you can modify it here because it is taking alter statement directly. Okay, so now I am going to create one more stored procedure, or I am going to alter this stored procedure so that if I don't pass, or if I forget to add our employee ID or manager ID, it should return all the employees. So we have to use is null statement in that case. So is null, how this work basically, if there is a null, then it will return the other parameter. Let's say it will, this function, let's say I have one requirement that I want to return 1. Okay, so is null will return 1. If I will instead of passing 1, if I pass null to this, there would be two parameters. One is null and second one is 2. So if it will find null, it will return 2. So how this will work, you can see this is returning 2. So I am going to use the same feature in our stored procedure. So if it will find that we have passed null or we have not passed the manager ID, it will return to all the employees. So where we are writing manager equal to @manager, we will call simple statement. I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use, instead of, I'm going to use is null @manager ID. If it is not there, then it will call all the manager IDs. This is what I'm going to use. And what I have made, I will have to make some other changes as well, where int equal to null. Okay, so this is going to be straightforward, and let me show you how this will work. So I'm going to use exec manager employee. Okay, if I will not pass, it will return all the employees. If I will pass manager @mgr equal to 7698, it will return all the employees reporting to 7698. So you can see when we are not passing, it is returning all the employees. When we are passing any specific manager ID, it is returning all the employees reporting to 7698. This is very straightforward. Now since we have already completed our procedure, so you can drop the stored procedure if you require. Alright, thanks for watching. See you in the next session.